is all right with me, nigga.
Yo,
whatever you do.
I ain't got no smoke with the Eastern Stars, boy. My sister-in-law was a whole get out of jail free card around this bitch. I missed out.
No beef with the Eastern Stars.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, nigga, how old is you, nigga? You 60
You know, you
years
gotta
old.
prove. You gotta prove to me it's gonna be prove. You know, show me it's gonna be. I'm an Eastern Star. You gotta
You
show it to
60
me.
years old and you still looking for a get out of jail free card?
Yeah, you never know.
I got bond money, nigga. What
I live in Louisiana.
50 years old.
Nigga, you still looking for a get out of jail free card, dog? Come on, man.
I live in Louisiana.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. I ain't trying to get locked up.
Louisiana's all right with me, man. I was born in New Orleans. It's good.
I ain't trying to get locked up.
I'm from New Orleans, living in Baton
I smile when I was
It's all good, man. I was born in New Orleans, so it's all good. I love New Orleans. My people down there, man. It's good.
Word, huh, bro? I ain't know that.
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans. I was raised in Chicago, but I was born in New Orleans.
Oh man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, yeah, my people Dodge City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
7-4 to the world, blow, cuz.
What's up?
He said 7 folks to the world blow. Hey, I like that.
Hey, when he said I'm gonna be an Eastern Star, he should have peeped. I said, well, my flag do all for East. Shit.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
7-4, nigga. Hey, I like that, cuz.
It's all good, man. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. And it's early in the morning.
Damn.
Nah, but
yeah, man, that's all love.
That make Yeshua the Eastern Star, man. He the morning star. The morning star is the East Rising Star.
Man, if you don't shut that shit up, man, early in the
Man,
morning.
look, don't get mad at me because Yeshua.
They ain't talking about the same. They ain't talking. Nigga, they
He's the first Eastern Star.
Hey, man.
Y'all you say it's more than one star in the East, huh?
Man, you better tell that nigga, man. Y'all wild, man. Hey, y'all funny, bro. But hey, that morning star is the Eastern Star, though. It is. That's true. But they talking about Venus.
I mean,
you know that, right?
They could be talking about the sun.
No, they ain't talking about the sun. They talking about Venus.
Sun and Eastern Star too.
Now, see, you gonna make me get off here, man. Y'all niggas was funny till you start talking. That's the sun is crazy.
So now you gonna say the sun ain't a star?
I ain't say it wasn't the star. That ain't the Eastern Star.
So it don't rise in the east.
This nigga here, dog. The sun don't rise, nigga. The earth rotates, nigga.
Hey, from our perspective, it rises though.
So the Eastern Star is the planet Venus, bro. They just called it a star because they didn't know it was a planet.
So I mean, the ground that they sat on, they didn't know it was a planet.
What did they sat on?
The ground that was under their feet, they didn't know it was a planet.
That's a fact. They ain't no shit.
What?
Some people knew it.
I ain't never heard people say this.
They ain't no shit, man.
Hey, man, at least
Knowledge just went to sleep. There were some people who knew all that. Knowledge just went to sleep on a lot of things.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the ones that did, though, they usually killed their ass.
You can't just say that, Durr. You gotta come with it, man. Like you gotta let us know something.
Darryl said, let the 318 up in here. 3 or 4 stand up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm talking about the one that created, which was us. We knew that until we went to sleep on the knowledge and put all the knowledge to sleep.
What we
this stuff didn't just accidentally happen. This stuff was created by us. So
what was created by us?
This whole creation.
You talking about the universe? We created the universe?
This universe and everything was created by us. Under the disguise of God.
Who told you that?
Well, the Bible is one book that tells you that.
Damn, the Bible told you that man created everything.
It said God created, but we were one with God. By us being one with God, we created all of this. So we knew exactly what we were doing.
One with God, then there's no reason to worship God, right?
It's not a matter of worshiping God. It's a matter of.
I know, but I'm saying if you one with God, there's no reason to worship Him because you're God, right?
Well, you have to understand what the word worship means. Meaning that it don't mean worship. Let me say this. At this phase that we're in, we're giving respect until we come back to that true knowledge of who we are. So that worshiping God will bring us back around to asking a certain set of questions.
But worshiping God, if you're saying that we are God and we're worshiping God, then that means that we're practicing vanity.
We're practicing what?
Vanity.
Well, I'm saying that was a time for us to go to sleep. So when it's time for people to go to sleep, they go through phases like this. Then when it's time for them to wake up, they begin to ask a certain set of questions. What are we worshiping? Then that takes them to the next set of questions. We begin to realize that who is this source? We begin to realize that we are this source that created all of this.
I mean, when you worship God, you're worshiping self, which means you're practicing vanity.
Well, I mean, that may be how you clap. And I'm not disagreeing with that, but what I'm saying is that when you're saying that,
would you disagree that those who claim
things that we didn't know? I'm saying there was a time when we did know all of this because we created all of this.
I'm saying, so is it safe to say that because man created everything, right? Like there's absolutely no point in like enlightenment. Like, what's the point of enlightenment if man created everything and we just gonna go back to understanding that we created everything? Then it's like saying seasons come along. It's like saying the winter time there's a resting time. So there's a time for God. There's even a time for God to rest. So when we're in our rest, you saying that the Almighty God.
So
you saying that the Almighty God requires rest?
Everything requires rest. It's not that it requires rest.
The Almighty powerful God of all requires rest. That's interesting.
Okay.
Hey Yara, come on, man. Chime in for me, man. What you got to say about
let me
man, I ain't on that shit.
Come on, man, Yara, man.
Let me say this.
Come on, man.
When we say rest, it's not rest in terms of how we understand rest. It's just stopping sometimes activity.
Is anything that we saying, what we saying, or is everything that we saying metaphorically, allegorically speaking? Like when do we really speak some real shit? When can we talk the real shit that's not allegory and metaphor?
Well, we're talking it now. Just let me give you an example.
The
Bible said that Jesus.
You flipping on me now, man. Yara, man, help me, bro.
I'm giving an example about rest.
Help me out.
Hey, bro, you're doing a good job, bro. I'm rocking with you, bro. You're doing a good job, bro.
You can help. You can help, brother.
I mean, you're doing a good job.
I mean, you help with me, Larell. You always want help.
I need help I need help to get clarity from your perspective because I don't understand.
Cause I know damn well you ain't gotta be in the freezer because you ain't got on no beanie and no jacket in Florida today, niggas.
You know I'm in the freezer, cuz. You know I'm in the freezer. Yo.
Brother Yara, man, help us out, man. Like, can you
you
explain to us what you're trying to tell us, man? Like, it sounds profound.
I mean, you asked the profound question though. If we are the ones that created all of this, then wouldn't worship of God be vanity? I think that's the better question.
Well, okay, then the thing about it is understanding what the word worship means. If you look at the word worship, it's a matter of words.
There you go again. So the words we're using,
we're
not Let me finish
what I'm saying about worship.
Hold on. You think we created it? You think we created the universe? I already had knowledge.
He said we created
it. We created creation. That's what I'm saying. We created creation. Now I'm going back to wait a minute. Let me go back to the word worship. The word worship comes from the word and ship. Now we've lost our original understanding what worship means. At one time, we understood that there was a certain value put on all of us, and real worship was to manifest the quality that was in you. showing you that you were connected to the source. That's what the word worship means. God put something in Larea, put something in me, put something, and when I see it come through you,
Where
then
you
I
get your
understand that
definition of
source.
worship from? Like where
But
you get
that's
that
the knowledge of having the source,
Well,
though.
go look it
You
up.
know
You'll
the
find the
knowledge of the
same
source already.
thing. If you go look up the word worship, something is deposited into all of us. A essence of God is
it don't say
deposited in
that when you
everything.
look up the word worship, something is deposited into you. It don't say that.
No, you have to. Okay, if you look at the etymology of the word worship, it's not going to say that. Some stuff you have to be able to put together. It's what's
Let
called
me go to the ideology of the word.
worship.
I'm
Right
gonna
now,
be- I'm gonna
So you
be-
say that you gotta
I'm gonna be
now,
like most.
we see
You
worship
gotta
as
fabricate the meaning.
prostrating and bowing down and giving what's called homage. That's not what the original worship was about. The original worship was displaying your God qualities.
I'm saying,
And
listen,
I'm gonna tell you
brother
right
Yara,
now.
man, bro.
There's something in what's called the law of thermodynamics that
Oh
says
man,
that
he
energy
going to the
moves from higher
thermodynamics.
potential.
Hey, Yara, help us, brother.
Okay.
Hey, but Daryl,
Listen what I say.
what
Hey, I'm trying to
what
wait for the man to answer your first question. You done said everything.
wouldn't that be projection as opposed to worship though, Daryl, that you described?
Wouldn't that be what now?
Wouldn't that be like projection?
Projection.
Yeah, displaying your God qualities. You would project that, right?
Oh,
No, it's
here you go.
demonstration. I say it's more
Don't say that. Don't
demonstration.
say it. I'm hanging the fuck up. Google, you say that shit.
If
I'm
you look
hanging
at
the
all
fuck
of
up.
creation, let me say this. If you look at
I know
creation,
it
all
was.
of creation, if you look at creation, all of creation worships the creator. It displays its brilliance. It displays the qualities that the creator put in.
You gotta
Man is
show
the
me
only
how
thing at this
ants-
time that's not really worshiping God.
How are
We gotta create
The
a
trees
social
worship
media.
God. The clouds worship God. The birds worship God. Why? Because they're being the full capacity of what they can be. Man is the only creature that's not in true worship, so we're in a false form of worship at this time.
You forgot.
So you saying
You
that
forgot
humans are not
You
being
forgot one of the You forgot one of the most important things on the planet, Daryl. Trees, plant life, and vegetation, because they worship God too.
That's what I'm saying. But how do they worship? By being in the full display of all of their qualities. Man is the only creature that's not truly worshiping God.
They worship. They worship by.
Worship is.
They worship by growing to the light, by blooming in the light,
and displaying the full brilliance of the Creator in them. That's what real worship is. Man is the only one who has been short-circuited and understand what real worship is. So we have a pseudo form of worship now.
But are they conscious?
They're not conscious.
To a certain extent, I mean,
they have a level of
they're not conscious like a human, like our consciousness, but
exactly. They don't have that level of consciousness.
So without consciousness, without consciousness,
you got brain knocking for all this shit that's going on right now.
Yeah. So without consciousness, can you have awareness?
Yeah, that is awareness. Let me give an example of what I call consciousness. I saw a vine the other day growing. It was on a fence, and it was growing out in mid-space to wrap around a post. It was conscious that the post was there. It was growing on the fence, so now the vine is growing out in mid-space to wrap around the post. So it's conscious in everything, but we may not understand the level of consciousness in the thing.
Now I could agree with that, because that's kind of the same thing. You know, that's where I was going with that, saying that they have a level of consciousness and awareness, because I witnessed that too, like, you know, grapevines and shit like that. I mean, even a tree.
It's like
you'll see a tree, you know what I'm saying? That bitch will grow up the wall. It won't reach out to the wall. It'll reach in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask. This is my question, right? If you saying that all creation expresses worship to God, then how are ants and cockroaches worshiping God? Like, how are they expressing it?
Because they're being the full agency of being an ant. The cockroach is being the full
Okay.
agency of being a cockroach.
I get
Man
that.
is the only
No, you
creature at this
answered
time
that.
that
They're
can
being the
operate in the
full
full
agent.
agency of its
Right,
capacity.
right. You answered it, right? They're being the full agent. Okay, so what gives you the inclination that humans are not operating in their full capacity?
Because one thing, our melanin is arrested. If we were operating in the full
Huh?
capacity
No,
of what we
brother,
could do,
brother, no.
That's gonna be blind as shit.
You
You
need to
say our
explain
melanin.
how humans
You
are
say
not
our
operating
melanin
in full
arrested.
capacity.
it is
when
arrested at this time.
we're using
Our
science,
melanin,
we're
which is
using
a
spirituality, we're
capacity to
using
hear.
nature, we're manipulating nature. Please explain to me
Put
how we're
handcuffs on the melanin.
not using all of our full capacity. Like what
There's a
proof
lot
do
of
you have
voices, so
that
I'm
man
not
is
sure
not
who's saying
operating
what.
at his full
Ruben, I
capacity?
came in here because you was in here, man. I thought you was in here talking some sense, man. Come on. Melanin gotta do a 5 to 10 bid now, man. What the hell's going on?
Because melanin is an antenna that allows you to hear at the highest level.
What up,
And when
Kylie?
you cannot
No,
hear,
it's
let me
absolutely
say it. Let me
not.
finish this.
But
When
it's
your
not, though.
melanin is operating at its highest level, you're able to hear light. Then you're able to convert light into sound.
We can hear like
And
that.
when
Man, that's some Nuwapian BS, bro. Like you tripping,
This
fam.
gotta be the craziest shit I've heard. I don't know why I came on here. Y'all have a good
now
day.
here's the thing.
But
True sounds strange.
Daryl, look,
True will
peep
sound
game,
strange in the
Daryl.
universe of life.
Peep game,
You know
Daryl.
what?
We
You know
do
what?
convert light into sound.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm
After
saying.
hearing that shit,
humans
after hearing that
do.
shit, I
It's like
think I'm finna feel
so
And
you
then
know
we convert
neurons,
sound into matter.
brain waves, all that's electromagnetic phenomena. You know what I'm saying? And you can't talk and speak, sing, hum, none of that shit without it. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I was
So
saying is that if you look in the Bible, you look at light, takes light, converts it into sound, then it converts sound into matter. That's the aspect of that's the first order of creation. That is light. It takes light into sound, then it slows sound down into matter. That's just a natural order from a gas to a liquid to a solid, or from a plasma to a gas to a liquid to a solid. That's the order of creation.
But none of those things are photonic, though.
No,
and, but
You said that's in the Bible?
yes, it's in the Bible.
Oh man,
Where is that in the Bible?
but if we want with God,
If we understand that the source, if we understand the source to be an aspect of, we would say light. That's light. Light is then making a sound. Sound then becomes creation. That's called chromatic.
But the Bible
Sound
doesn't put it in that
sound
order.
can take a geometric shape based on you uttering the right sound. But here's the thing: when you call a tree, that's not the right thing of that thing that we're calling a tree. If you understood the vibratory, let me finish this. If you understood the vibratory frequency of a tree, you could communicate with that tree. Everything is vibration, and your melanin had the capacity to be in tune to everything that had a vibration.
I think you're mistaking the word sound for frequency, right? And I get this, right? Because like even
I'm not mistaking sound.
Hold on. When you talk to religious people or people who are Bible heavy, right? And they talk about God creating everything with sound with the word. But what they don't understand is that sound needs a medium to vibrate through, right? So sound would not come first, right? What would come first would be the frequency. The frequency actually comes from the light. Frequency is oscillation. It's the oscillation of a thing, right? So no matter what it is, whether it's photonic, whether it's matter, whether it's water, whatever it is, whatever frequency it is, right? Frequency is what gives shape, not sound. Frequency, right? Because without frequency, there will be no sound. So you need frequency before you even get the sound. So that's why we keep going back to electromagnetism, because
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but I'm saying when you take frequency and slow the frequency of light down, light becomes sound. It's the same thing. It's just in a more slowed down version. Light and sound is the same thing, but in different phases of existence.
I mean, I
when I say gas,
I understand the train of thought, right?
The same way gas is Same way gas is a higher vibration. You slow gas down to a slower vibration, it becomes a liquid. You slow it down even further, it becomes a solid. It's the same thing, but it's in different phases of existence. Phases mean different states of existence. So when you start talking about frequency, you're talking about the plasma state. When you go from the plasma to the light state, and go from the plasma to the sound state, that's what we did. And we then slow the vibration even further down, and then bring creation into it. So when we say God said, we can say the light said, the light became sound then creates matter. But this was us in our August state.
Plasma and gas is pretty much the same thing. Like it's the same thing.
No, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, the
Plasma
matter.
is superheated gas.
Plasma is more of the light state. L-I-G-H-T.
No.
Plasma.
No. Okay, so when you get to talk about light, you're talking about photons. You're talking about radiation, right? But
Right.
Is lightning a plasma? Is the sun a plasma?
right, that's different. You can have plasma without it even being lit up. Like you got plasma that's in dark mode. Dark mode plasma.
No. What I'm saying is that if we understand that, if we look at the sun itself, the S-U-N, and understand that the sun itself.
But the sun is in glow mode. That's why you can see it.
I'm not saying, but it's still a light. I'm saying it's a plasma.
Okay,
I'm saying it's still a plasma.
And
So
light is
when we
not
look
the
at
same
matter,
thing.
when we look
Plasma
at
and light is not the
matter
same
is
thing.
just a slowed down plasma state.
Can somebody
That's what
explain
I'm saying.
to
When
him
we
the
look at
difference
matter,
between
matter
plasma
is
and
a
light?
slowed down plasma state. So when Einstein said E equals MC squared, he's saying energy, which is energy, and matter is the same thing, but you must speed up the vibration of matter to become plasma again. So when truth really comes to us and we get what's called absolute truth, we will become God again. And that's what this whole thing is about. This whole thing is about now evolving back from the state that we're in.
Do you
become what
understand
we
the difference
used to be
between
before the
plasma?
fall.
Do you understand the difference between plasma and photons?
Plasma is photons. Plasma is a light. Okay, plasma is
not photons.
Yeah, and
Okay,
it's not a
is
light.
is plasma a light?
Plasma is free.
No.
Is plasma a light? Lorraine, is plasma a light?
radicals.
It can
Plasma is
get
state of matter.
it can produce like but plasma is gas, right? Or something
It's
like
gas.
that.
Yes, it's superheated gas.
Okay, what I'm saying is, once again, it's in a different phase of existence. Have you heard of a carbon lamp? A carbon arc lamp? It's carbon that can produce this arc. So therefore, it produces the plasma. And if you reverse the process, then the plasma can become carbon.
Bro, okay.
But if you don't know this, then you'll be thinking worship is what we're doing now. No, worship was
How did you
the phase
get?
that
How
we
you
went
jump back to
through.
worship? Like, look, so this is my thing, man. If when you're talking plasma, you're talking gases. You're talking gases. You're not talking photons. Now they can produce.
What's the next phase? What are the four states of matter, Larell? What are the four states of matter,
Let me say this: plasma can produce photons when it's in glow mode, right? And we're talking visible light spectrum shit, right? Because the other shit you can't see. So you're only talking about visible light, right? When you're talking about glowing, when it's in glow mode, you're only talking about visible light, because if that's the case, everything is glowing. Everything is glowing if that's the case. But
no, everything is not glowing. You're talking about combustion. What you're talking about is combustion.
So explain to us what's not glowing.
A leaf is not glowing.
The fuck it ain't.
What is it glowing?
It's glowing light. The motherfucker is made out of fucking protons, electrons, and neutrons. And the photoelectric effect is happening. So we're always excreting photons, and you got thermal heat. You got black body radiation, nigga. Like we're all excreting fucking heat, nigga. That's
the snow glow.
What?
The snow glow.
The snow glow.
Snow glow.
Snow is water. Snow is water.
The snow glow though. You say everything glows. The snow glow.
Everything glows because it has fucking electrons and protons, and the exchange of energy.
What you're calling glowing is combustion.
Listen. Everything that's made of matter that has electrons and protons as its base construct. The dance between electrons and protons is the fact that electrons are feeding protons photonic energy. That means that electrons are giving the proton photons, right? So all things in matter are doing these things. So therefore, all things in matter are fucking glowing in an extent. Everything is fucking glowing. So you got to be a little bit more specific. Like that's why I be trying to explain the photoelectric effect was when light hit objects. When light hit objects, you have the release of electrons and photons and all of these other things, right? So that everything is fucking excreting some shit because light hitting it, right? Light interacting with it. Of course, it's gonna fucking radiate something, right? So I'm saying, explain to us something that's not radiating. Like, I mean, even when you talk about darkness is just light our eyes can't see. We just can't see that light, and it registers dark to us. So, I mean, what are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about us creating creation. And forgetting that we used to be God. I don't know where you went with all this.
Okay. So if
I'm
we God, then are you saying that when we worship God,
back to that
are we inherently committing vanity?
Well, no, because we understood the law was
I
taught.
don't understand that, bro. Yara, man, help me, man.
Yeah, I'm
Let me say, man, what I'm saying.
Help me,
If you
man.
look at
Help me, please.
Hey,
Please.
bro.
Now, me and you talking now, Larell. You don't need no help. It's me
Nah,
and you
we all
talking.
in here.
No, I
listening.
think, my man, but I think that's a hard. I mean, that's a hard question to get around, man. I don't really even see how you can even further conversation. That question kind of like ends it, bro, because you're arguing almost like an oxymoron. Because what he's asking is innately, if you and you said it yourself, everything in nature worships God. And if you're saying we are God and we're the creators of the things that was worshiping us, then everything in nature is worshiping man. And if everything in nature is worshiping man, then that goes right back to the brother's question, then is that vanity? Because then everything outside, like, so who determines who's not to be worshiped? So
Right.
like, do you like does the pedophile, the rapist, the murder, do they how do they lose their state of worship? Is that who you consider fallen? That's the question the man asked, which was a deep question directly to it. I got to give you props on that. That's why I'm not really saying that, because I'm just really waiting to hear your position on it. But I don't really think you can make one, to be honest, bro.
Let me make my position then, so you can understand my position. We don't have a proper understanding of what worship is. I'm saying when I say all of creation is worshiping God, it's because it's displaying the full agency of its existence. So the roach worships God by being the roach. The ant worships God by being the ant. It don't make prostrate and do obeisance saying, oh, there is something out there. No, I'm saying man, which is us, we're not worshiping God. We have a pseudo form of worship because now we think worship is getting on our knees and praying to an entity. But that form of what we call let me finish. That form of worship was necessary. Then I was talking about the law of thermodynamics, because energy flow from what's called higher potential to lower potential.
Let me finish. That's when we start going left, right? Okay, so like
now, because you're not able to follow the conversation. I'm staying on point. I'm showing you why we chose this form of worship now as we do worship.
Listen. Okay.
You ain't trying to hear.
If the animals and the birds and the bees and the trees can worship God solely by just existing and doing what they're supposed to do within their construct, right? Then you're trying to say that humans aren't doing the same thing when we are. We're being humans. We're doing exactly what humans are made and programmed to do. So
we are fallen humans. We're not operating in the full agency of our brilliance.
Why do you say that?
If we were operating in the full agency of our brilliance, I would see God emanating through you, Larell.
Listen, Daryl, what example do you have to say that humans are not operating in their full capacity. What
Okay.
other example of humans do you have?
Okay, let me give you an example then. The Bible tells us about a man named
The
Jesus.
Bible was wrote by the same humans I'm talking
Okay, so
about.
every
So
time
you
you
can't be
ask
talking
the
about
question,
them humans.
every time you ask the question and then I attempt to answer the question, then you start
Well,
talking. So
I'm
you
just
say,
saying
what
we want
example
straight
of a
answers, bro.
human
And
do
you
we
went
have?
straight to the
You
Bible,
asked
wrote
me,
by
you
the
asked
same
what
dudes that I'm talking
example
about.
of a human do we have? When I start answering the question, then you start interrupting what I'm trying to say. So we and I, and that's the thing, because you asked me something, then all of a sudden I get over here and forget what I was talking about here. But right now I'm trying to tell you, ask me the question, what example do we have? When I brought up Jesus, well, the Bible was written by this. It's a spook book. Let me finish my example and then talk about everything that you're going to talk about. I say the man named Jesus came with spiritual powers. This man, according to the book, could give sight to the blind. This man could raise the dead. This man could take a small measure of food and multiply. These are qualities that are dormant within all of us. So he comes to show us what human potential is. We're not doing that type of stuff right now. What we're doing right now is trying. What we do is called.
Hold on.
Let me finish. Let me finish this. We're chasing what we call bags. We don't even try to cultivate spiritual gifts anymore. We have the capacity to teleport. We have the capacity
What example do you have that humans can teleport? What example do you have that a human can teleport?
What example do I have?
Yes, what example have you seen, heard, or documented?
Let me give you the example without interrupting. Okay. Let me give you the example
right now. Get the fuck off this club.
Let me give you an example. If you ask me a question right now, the way the television works as the same way of teleporting, but it does it with what's called electronics. So once you understand technology, you understand that everything that they're doing with technology is what we used to do naturally. So if I would have told you, just say 50 years from now, if I would have told you 100 years ago, you and I will be able to talk on a box. And on this box, it would take the electrons and send them up to a particular satellite and then beam them down to you. You say, what the hell are you talking about? How the hell I'm going to talk on a box to you and I'm in Chicago and this other person right here? Because what they're doing with technology, today is the gift that people have spiritually back in. We just have forgotten about it. So it's what's called now the awakening of the truth, so we can get back to that state so we can teleport. And so when I say teleport, you be like, how in the hell we gonna teleport? Same way you wouldn't believe we would be able to telephone or television. It's just a matter of sending electrons through a particular, speeding up the vibration of a particular thing and know how to then make it move in a transporting type of way. That's why I say, and when you forget that, so when I tell you create, you say, shit, nigga, I wouldn't be able to talk to you if you weren't on this telephone.
Hey, bro, you made that up, man. Look, we've not.
They sound like it's made up.
Listen, man, we have never had the ability to physically teleport
ever
genetic codes, RNA, DNA, to transform into a frequency that can pass through another electrical frequency, right? Or another frequency or sound,
right.
or wave, right? A wave, and then reconstitute our DNA to the exact arrangement of cells and molecules that it takes for us to be a human being, still keep our mind, our intelligence, our brain, and everything else that has taken thousands, millions of years through evolution to assemble. Like that makes that's science fiction, right?
Yeah, that's a Marvel Universe X-Men type shit.
Let me ask you a question about what you just said. Let me ask you a question about what you just said.
You gave us a TV, and
no. Let me ask him a question. He said there's no way that what I just said is possible. If I were to show you a chicken egg, for example, and tell you and crack it open and tell you that this thing right here is going to turn into this thing with feathers and go cock-a-doodle-doo. If you're looking at it in that state, there's no way that you would comprehend. There's no way that you would comprehend that it could go from this into this.
But that's
the
not
same way
teleport.
If I were to show you Albert Einstein, let me finish this. The same way if I were to show you Albert Einstein and say that this little thing right here is a zygote, a sperm and an egg is going to create a bomb that's going to do this. You say, oh, ain't no fucking way. So you tell me,
didn't create no bomb.
no, no,
Why,
no,
why,
I'm just,
why,
no,
why
no, no,
would
no.
I,
What
why
I'm
would
doing
I
is what I'm
argue against, why
my,
would I argue against the natural development
no,
of,
I'm saying when you're looking at something in one state, there's no way you can comprehend that it could ever do this right here. So if I
but
were to
we
show you
can
Albert
comprehend that.
Einstein,
We know how a zygote comes about. When a
yeah, I'm
man's
saying, but I'm saying
sperm
if you were to look at it at
reaches
that,
a woman's egg, there's an electrical charge that sort of jump starts the process.
Right.
And
no,
so
I'm
we,
saying, okay, okay.
so
What I'm saying is, if you would have saw him and said, well, this right here is going to create what's called, let me see, what was Einstein? I'm sure what was Einstein famous for? Whatever he was famous
Theory of
for.
relativity.
Now,
yeah, theory of relativity.
no, I'm thinking about some concrete. I'm just thinking about some concrete.
Nigga, the
theory of relativity ain't
fucking
concrete.
No, I'm talking about something matter. I'm talking about a solid matter. Just say like whoever created the car tire. We use the car tire. If I were to tell you that this little thing right here is going to create this rubber wheel, and you say hi, and here's the thing, and we had never seen anything grow from that state to what I'm talking about. You say, you're telling me this little thing right here that cannot move is stuck right here in this petri dish is going to create something that can roll around. You say, oh, get the fuck out of here. That's what you're going to say, because you cannot visualize it being that. So what I'm saying, it's going to sound strange. So you're going to say, how in the hell can something move through energy and then reconstitute itself?
But that's not a reconstitution.
Like,
No. I'm saying what you're saying. You're saying you don't believe that there could be a rearrangement of particles to then.
We have no examples of no organic beings. None. No organic beings with the ability to decomposition themselves and recomposition themselves in another time and space. Like we don't. There's no. That's unprecedented. Like we have no.
Let me show you how it is a precedent for. Let me show you how it is a precedent for.
The little blue motherfucker on X-Men.
Yeah,
let me show you how it is a precedent for.
Nightcrawler. Right, Nightcrawler. Like he teleports.
Let me show you how it is a precedent for. Right now, you're talking to me on the phone, right? Let me show you. Let me show you the precedent. Right now, you're talking to me on the phone, right?
You're talking about sound and vibration operating through electrical signals. That's perfectly understandable because that's all related, right? Light, sound, vibration, frequency, all of that shit. But when you're talking organic, when you're talking about bioorganic beings, right? It's a little different. Just like we have electromagnetic differentials all throughout our bodies. Our heart create an electromagnetic field. Our brain create an electromagnetic field. But we don't attract metal. But we can't attract things from a distance like using our own electromagnetic fields, right? So bioelectromagnetism is a little different than elemental electromagnetism, if that makes any sense.
I start off saying that we were at rest, so therefore it was time for us to go to sleep. And then when it's time for us to go to sleep, it's then time for a weaker person to be in charge. And everything that you see that they're doing with technology is what I said we did through a organic way. So yes, the telephone right now. So when I was talking about the constitution,
they can't teleport.
Taking a sound wave,
motherfucking organic nothing right now.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, you have a television right now. What do you think? The television that you have right now, the box? Just say if technology continues to go on another 300 years, how do you think they'll still be using the television, or would they be able to make something appear in front of you like on Star Trek when they say beam me down, Scott? Huh?
A hologram, nigga?
A hologram. I'm saying, so right now, if they got to the level of a hologram, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
They brought that out.
Listen to what I'm about to say, please. Listen to what I'm about to say.
Tupac on stage. We already
okay, listen what I'm saying. Okay, now, this is what I'm saying. If he can agree that a hologram can actually manifest, so where would technology be at another 200 years? If they've gotten to the level of a hologram now, where will technology be at another 300 years from now?
Better
That's
hologram.
only a manipulation, man, of light and
No, no.
frequency.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But remember what I said. We
That's
are
not
asleep, and
that's
since
not
we are,
organic material and matter. The
because
complexity of the
the
human
organic
cell.
man is not in power. Once the organic man comes back to who he was, everything that I'm saying now will be understood. So what I do is give us examples of glimpses of what I'm saying. So when I say the telephone and the television are examples of energy that can be transported, but they can only do it through boxes. They can only do it through the way that they're doing. I'm saying the original people understood how to do it organically.
So organically, you're arguing that at one point in time that we're no longer able to do. Remember that we were able to take our physical bodies, right, and transform it to a state where we could pass through other material, so we could like walk through walls.
We become a field.
Yeah, we could like walk through a wall.
Yes, that was child's play for us.
Man, if you don't stop, bro. This is why
that's pretty much a Nightcrawler X-Man level type shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I get my X-Man power.
Well, no,
yeah, man. See, this is why
he's talking about phases.
Somebody has to introduce us. See, that's why I'm here.
You would have to.
Somebody has to introduce us to this information.
The field.
That's why I'm here. Somebody has to introduce our mind to this level of what's called consciousness. And it's gonna sound crazy, and I don't mind sounding crazy, but I tell you what, ain't none of you can say it's not the truth.
I think
it may sound crazy, but I tell you what, it is the truth.
The truth comes with facts that you can prove. Can you prove what you're saying?
Yeah, because consciousness does not carry.
If I'm showing you technology, if I'm showing you what they're doing with technology,
show proof of what it is you're saying. That because you're talking absolutely, right? So it should absolutely be proof of this, right? So it should be something you should be able to give us that facilitate, which not a bunch of well wishes. You feel peace, everybody on the phone.
All right, let me say it then. How are we communicating? How are we communicating right now? Explain the technology behind it. Any of y'all on the phone, explain this technology.
Bro, explain the nigga walking through a wall. Explain that.
Let me help you. Brother. Let me help you. See, if somebody asked me a question like that, I would have directed them to a man named Simeon Toku. Simeon Toku is a nigga, right? Is a human who is known for teleporting, reconstituting his body in one place in another, and doing death-defying things, right? And see, that right there would make a nigga have to step down and be like, damn, what the fuck? But see, you're not able to deliver that. Right?
I don't have all the information. I never said I got all the information. Only thing I have the information I have right now.
And not know.
Only thing I have the information I have. So when he asked me to give him an example, I showed him technology. Right now, you
can't show me anything. I asked you for an example of what you was talking about, brother. You asked me, do I know how radio waves and communication work?
Right
now.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, the example you're looking for is Simeon Toku. Like that. Now,
I'm Lorel telling the example. I don't know Simeon.
No, you.
Now that would be an interesting argument. That would be an interesting argument because I've been waiting for somebody in this community to bring up Simeon Toku, and y'all ain't done it in 10 years until today.
I was hoping he'd go there, bro, because I was gonna be like, damn, nigga, you got it.
Yeah, they tried to cut that nigga up to pieces.
Now here's the thing. I never heard him, but I'm still talking about what he's doing. I never heard of that. Lets you know that I'm in tune. I never heard of Simeon Toku. But he's still in denial that what I'm saying is the truth.
Look, I'm saying, you know how hard it is for you to come up with like a theory of like anything dealing with electromagnetism and not hear about Tesla. Like it's certain things in certain fields. You're in a modern era, right? If you're into certain things, you're automatically gonna hear certain things. Now, I'm a part of the conscious community, and we all about that whimsical ass shit you talking about, right? Only I'm older now. I'm older now. I'm not a young nigga now. So that whimsical shit, that shit don't fly no more, right? So now when I hear you, elder, sitting here telling me this, when I know for a fact I've dealt with this whimsical ass shit when I was a kid, which is the reason why I know Simeon Toku. This seems like this is something new that you just now coming, like, putting together, like you just now, like, really, like, grazing this thing, because you don't know, like, that's why when we ask you for examples, you can't.
Let me explain something about all of us. Man, I have to work. I have a family to take up, so I don't have time to just sit down and just dedicate all my time.
Bro, we all got a life.
Listen what I just said. This is me trying to liberate the minds of our people.
Brother,
how you going to liberate anything if you don't know the information?
Okay, let me
You got to know the information.
Let me finish. So I don't know everything. The part I do know is the part I talk about.
I don't know everything.
The part I talk about,
the part you talk about, but the part you talk about doesn't facilitate anything. You just introduce ideas. You don't facilitate nothing you're talking about. You just introduce ideas, bro.
Okay. You're asking me to introduce. If I'm telling you that technology is showing you that these things are possible, technology. And if I ask you a question,
what technology?
Okay, how are we communicating right now?
No, we're talking about matter going through matter, brother.
No, we're talking about converting.
That's what you said.
We're talking about converting one state of energy to another phase of energy. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about phase
and turning it into some type of frequency of field, and then having it phase somewhere else and reconstitute itself. That's teleporting. That's what teleporting is. It's just like on Star Trek when they say "Beam me up, Scotty," and you see his genetic code and all that shit scramble, and then you see it reconstitute over there on the other ship or reconstitute on the planet. That's teleportation. That's what that is.
That's what I'm saying. And what I'm showing you, if they do it with the television, that's a form of it.
That's different. That's different. That's
not the same thing, bro.
It's just
taking it and making it show up on your box called television.
That's light information. That's information.
Right. That's
light.
Not the same thing.
That's not fucking flesh.
I didn't say it was the same thing.
Why you keep trying to make it relevant?
That makes it
move. Listen to what I'm saying, please.
Bro, you bring it up as if it's relevant.
To do it at this time, but I'm saying as we
you ain't gonna never be able to do it because flesh don't move like that. Flesh just don't do it. It's you talk about organic beings. Organic beings don't do that. Now, if you talk about some type of fifth dimensional energetic being, maybe it can do that. But a being that's made of flesh and bone cannot turn itself into a frequency and then or a field and then reconstitute itself in another time and space. Like we don't do those things.
Now, if me and you were talking, just say 150 years ago, you wouldn't believe that this box that we're talking on could do that. You wouldn't believe there's such thing as a television could do that. So what I'm telling you is, if you don't expand your mind to understand this, then you'll be stuck. I'm gonna show you this.
It's not the same science.
Let me say now. I'm gonna tell you what y'all don't want to be.
That's
not the same science.
Thousands of years,
evolved into God. Let me say this again.
I'm asking you to facilitate what you're saying, and you giving a bunch of things that doesn't.
The human being from evolving into God. Because if you impede the human being from evolving into God, you become the Antichrist. And that's what you don't want to do. God is trying to evolve us to become God again. If you stand in opposition to that, you become the anti-God. You become the
you sound crazy, bro. Hey, bro, according to the Genesis story, that's not the case. What the fuck are you talking about? That's absolutely not the case.
You get triggered real easy.
What are you talking about?
You get triggered real easy. Let me say this again.
No, I don't like people talking, bro. I don't like people trying to have a particular conversation and they talking foolishness. And when you ask a person to solidify what you're talking about, you start bringing up a bunch of shit that doesn't correlate with the same shit you're talking about.
Of being an agent or an agent of the Antichrist. Because once again, God is trying to bring us back to a level of consciousness. And if you stand conscious contrary to God, what God is trying to do, that makes you anti-God, which in turn makes you anti-Christ.
Bro,
Which
what
in
are
turn
you
gonna make
talking
you
about? We're
create
talking
yourself.
about people walking through walls, brother. What the fuck are you
Okay.
talking about? That's
You've
what
been
you were
warned.
saying. I asked
You've
you to
been warned.
facilitate that.
I just gave you example. You don't really want to hear it because unless
I
it
don't
comes,
want an example of something that's
why
not
are
the
you
same
screaming?
shit you're talking
Why
about. I'm
are you
asking you to
screaming?
facilitate.
Why
I'm
are
asking
you
because I'm talking over you and you act like you don't understand. So I talk louder to people that don't understand so the
Well, you
shit could
getting
be
really
clear.
emotional.
I'm
You must have been raised
asking
by
you
women.
now. I'm not emotional at all.
Yeah,
If
you
I
must
was
have been raised by a lot of
emotional,
women.
if I
See,
was
because
emotional, I'll be trying to figure out where you live at.
That's not how men communicate
That's
with
me
men.
being emotional. Me being
Well,
emotional isn't this, right? That's what bitch ass
you raised
niggas
by a
get
lot of women.
emotional and start
Were you raised
screaming
by
and
a lot of
shit.
women?
This my regular shit.
Men
I'm asking
don't
you to
talk to men this way.
facilitate, bro. Men don't gotta do what you're doing either. You're doing what bitches do, right? When you ask motherfucker, bro, break down on your premise and give me supporting facts on how you feeling, right? You reword what niggas saying, what bitches do, right? And you answer the question that you reformed in your head, what bitches do. I asked you a simple question. Facilitate what it is you're talking about. Niggas walking matter going through matter. Constructed matter like us going through other constructed matter. So do that. Don't talk to me about televisions, anti-crisis, telephones, none of that shit because it's not on the same level. It's not the same thing, brother. It's not.
I'm gonna wait
So
till
I'm
you calm
asking
down.
you to
As
give
you
us
calm
what you're
down,
talking about.
As you calm down, then I'll be able to answer your question in a calm fashion.
All right, go ahead. Answer the question.
Now, I just gave you an example that technology gives us insight as to what this energy can do. So if technology has showed us that energy can go through walls and hit your cell phone, then it's an indicator that energy can do that. I said,
are you
right
a radio
now,
wave? It's to any capacity.
Okay.
Are you a radio wave to any capacity?
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying.
Because I'm gonna start off with the dumb questions first, and I'm gonna get to questions I know for a fact you can't answer, right?
Okay,
so my first dumb question is: are you relative to radio wave activities, right? As a solid matter being?
I am electromagnetic being.
I ain't asked you that. I ain't asked you that. That's not what I asked you.
Radio waves are electromagnetism at a certain
I didn't ask you that, brother. You don't have to break that down to me. God is light, light is electromagnetism, bro.
Okay, let me.
No you asked me what you asked with me on that level. I'm asking you a particular vibration. Do you resonate at that? Do any person resonate at that vibration?
Okay, what I'm telling you is what determines our resonation is what determines our vibration.
Bro, can you just answer the question, brother? I don't need all the filler and all the extra shit.
I think you keep trying to act like I'm your child.
No, I'm not. But bro, when you ask, this is what I typically do.
Now,
and I typically it's not answering my way. You're not answering at all. You're just giving me filler, brother. I gotta talk to you. I talk to people like this.
I'm not your child,
bro.
I'm not your child.
If you having a childlike conversation and you have childlike comprehension, people gonna talk to you like a kid.
Do you have children? Do you have children?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got children?
That's why I know childlike moms.
Do they respect you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They respect you?
I'm God.
Do you talk
I'm God
to them like
my
this?
children.
Is this how you talk to your children?
I don't have to because when I ask them questions,
I'm at a disadvantage.
They answer the question.
I'm really at a disadvantage of talking to somebody like you because
no, you at a disadvantage only because you don't like to answer questions.
So you must have came up in an abusive household.
That's the disadvantage. The disadvantage is you not liking to answer questions against somebody that like to ask questions.
I am at a disadvantage talking to somebody like you like this because I don't talk like that.
You at a disadvantage because you don't answer questions and I ask questions.
I don't talk like that, and you do it so easily. So you must have came up in an abusive household. And I know.
You doing personal shit.
You have to answer questions, brother.
I'm saying I'm at a disadvantage talking to him because he's screaming and hollering, and I don't do that. Which in turn, everybody has the capacity of going there.
I'm screaming and hollering because I'm asking you specific questions.
You think I'm your child.
And you're not answering it. No, I don't think you're my child. If you was my child, you'll know how to answer a question. If you was my child, you know how to answer a question. My children know how to answer questions. I don't have to ask them shit several times
See how
to get an
you
answer
going
out
right
of them.
now? You're really trying to calm down, but you really don't know how.
I'm not, bro. I'm not
You
hyped. This is
just-
my
don't really
energy.
know how
What are you
to
talking
that man
You're
about?
so
kid.
used to going from
You
This
just
is my
let the
energy,
man
bro.
come into his
What are you
personal
talking
life
about?
from 0 to 1,000, you think that you do it everywhere you go.
whimsical,
And what I'm doing, I'm
scientific
calling
shit,
you out
and
on
you just
You
attack
Bro,
need
you ain't.
anger
Hey,
management.
bro. No, what
You
you
need
doing is
anger
trying to
management.
sidebar. No, what you're doing is trying to sidebar a conversation because you don't
No,
have
because
any answer.
no. First of all, you have to recognize I'm not your child, but you're trying to
Bro, I
make
know
me your
you're not
child.
my
Let me
child
answer the question.
again, bro. If you was my child, you know how to answer questions, brother. I know you're not my child. You know how to answer
But
questions.
you're talking to me like I'm your child.
I don't talk to my children like this because they know how to answer questions.
You evidently you do because you do it so easily. I know you talk to your children like this.
Because
You
no,
do it so
because
easily.
I talk
You
to
so
bullshit
triggered so
people
easily.
like I'm not triggered. I talk to bullshit
Yes,
people
you are.
like
You
you.
trigger real easy. It don't
I
take much to
talk
trigger
to
you.
bullshit people like you every day, bro. This is my energy, bro. You can ask
Once
anybody.
again,
You can ask
I am at
anybody.
a disadvantage because I don't talk like that.
Yes,
So when you talk so
Alright,
easily,
boom,
so
boom,
therefore,
boom, boom, boom.
you
Listen,
want to
listen.
pull me
We
to your
gonna have a
arena.
square. We gonna have a square mouth
and you
tone
most definitely
conversation.
talk like
You
that.
just need to answer fucking questions, bro. So if I ask you a
Yeah.
question
You
and
just
you
need to
go
answer
through a
fucking
whole
questions.
motherfucking bill without answering the
Listen what he
question,
just said. You just need to answer fucking questions,
yes,
son. How
yes.
come you don't have the word
Say
son
son.
on it?
I
You
didn't
should
say
have
son.
had son on
I
it.
didn't. I don't
Hey,
even say
look.
son, bro. What are you talking about? That's not even part of my vocabulary. What are we
You need
talking
to
about?
answer fucking questions, son. Damn, man, you really need to
Questions.
go
You do
back and
need to answer
listen to
questions.
yourself. You
Hey,
really need to go
bruh,
back and
listen.
listen to yourself and understand how to have a
Bruh,
human conversation with people.
Bro,
That's the first thing.
bro,
Before you decide to have
first
a
of all,
debate, you
only
need
know how to
you need
have
understand how to
human
be human.
conversations.
You need
I'm
to
a
understand how
human.
to be
Only know how to
human in
have
the
human
conversation.
conversations, brother.
I'm not going to
Only
have
know
a
how to
beast
have
conversation with you.
human conversation.
You want
brother.
to have a beast conversation. I'm not going to have a
Bro.
beast conversation with you
All right, could
because
you
I'm not
answer
a
the
beast.
question? Could you answer the question? Any one of them.
Once you come out of beast mode, then we can talk.
Bro, I ain't saying nothing. Answer the question.
So you can call him a beast. And
No, I
Right,
say beast
right.
mode.
his children.
We all
Hold
have
on.
the capacity
Hold
to go
on.
in. I didn't call him a
So,
beast.
let-
Now
let-
that's you trying to instigate something.
No,
Hey,
I said we
Pharrell,
all
the
have
nigga
our
weak.
beast
The
mode.
nigga weak,
Your
Pharrell.
logic.
That all he doing is trying to talk himself up out of a conversation he brought up that he has no answers for at the end of the day.
And,
See this shit every day, bro. Weak nigga shit.
And this is the thing. I think y'all or you believe that my livelihood is based on this right here. Brother, my bill's still gonna get paid. My rent still gonna be paid.
Hey, bro.
So my
Nobody
point
asked you
is,
about your finances,
you about
brother,
nothing
and you gonna
personal.
drown in this pool. You gonna drown in this pool. Nobody asked you about your
Nobody
money,
asked you
brother.
about
how
your
am I drowning in this
finances,
pool?
bro.
How am I drowning in this pool? And Larell gonna come back. You call him a beast.
Talking
No,
to
I
me?
said we all have the capacity of going
Talking to
in
me
beast
about
mode.
Because you
about
are,
your
like,
little funds.
You keep
Talking to
acting
me
like
about your little
He's-
funds, you gonna definitely drown. Stick to what we talking about.
Just because your ad homs are passive aggressive, they're still ad homs, bro.
That's not ad homs. Facts.
Yes,
Some
it
things
is.
are facts.
When we asking you a
Some
question,
things are facts.
brother,
I said we
listen,
all have the
brother,
capacity.
I'm
of
not,
going
hey
into
bro,
beast
I
mode.
can't be a
And I
beast.
said
I ain't a
I'm
beast,
not going
brother.
to come into a beast
Durham.
conversation.
Brother Durham, again, you can be passive aggressive with your ad homs, and it's still just as disrespectful if you
And they can also be facts.
okay, your facts is still ad homs, bro.
And it's a
Whatever
fact that you
call
a bitch that can't answer questions, nigga. That's a fact. Since we talking facts of things, nigga, ain't shit I'd said up this motherfucker to you wasn't a fact, nigga. What are we talking about? Get back to the topic, bro, because
Right.
you're not gonna
Stay
lose
on the
nobody in the rhetoric, my nigga.
I just said as long as you in that mode right there.
Bro,
that's the
come
mode
on, man.
that's
Hey,
the
bro,
mode
it-
that you are
juvenile,
in.
adolescent
You the
mode.
one, you brought up that man's children.
I'm not coming
right?
in there.
You brought up
I'm
that
not
man.
coming
That's
in
the
your
mode you
playpen,
in.
okay?
That's the
Mr.
mode
Thought,
you
Mr.
willing
Thought,
to
I'm not
talk
coming in your
about other
playpen,
people's
okay?
children
Mr. Thought,
instead
I'm
of
not
dealing
coming
with the
into your
topic.
playpen.
when
You
you
brought up that
reference
man's
me as
children.
being a
That's
beast,
That's a way to deflect
when you
from the
reference
topic.
me as being a beast and all that other extra
I
shit,
didn't
my
reference you as
nigga,
being a beast. I
you
didn't
did,
reference you
nigga.
as being a beast.
did.
I said
You
you
did.
in beast
did.
mode, which we all have the capacity of doing. And so now, by you
Bro,
going into
being in
mode,
beast
you're trying to
mode
invite me
according
You
to
said
the
being in
context,
beast mode.
I told
according to the context
You
of what
having
you
a beast
talking about,
conversation,
I'm being
you're
a
having
savage.
beast. You're being a beast. Is what you said. That's what you said. Those are
Terrell,
your
you've
words.
been an instigator.
I-
you been
No, ain't nobody
instigator.
instigating, bro. At the end of the day,
Keep repeating
niggas
what you
understand shit. You sitting up here saying weird shit and then
look,
don't even want to
we-
stand on it.
we
That's
go
the
through this
crazy
same-
shit.
Look, we
You
go through
keep
this
saying
same-
shit that you
we
don't
keep
want to
going through
stand
this
on.
Same, what's called loop. Every time we get into this, thought comes on
Because you
here.
don't answer questions.
Thought-
Because you
thought
don't
comes
answer
on here.
questions.
Explain what you're saying. God damn it, explain what you're saying.
You
And don't make
don't
it make
answer
sense. How you gonna
questions,
you
nigga.
know? Man, it's not. This truth is not for you, okay? This truth is just
Bro,
not for you.
Is it, bro? I'm trying to
It's
find the
just not
truth
for
in
you.
it, and it's hard for you to explain it. Obviously,
Okay, let me explain it then. So what you're asking me is
no.
I
Explain what I asked you, not what you
I-
want to explain. But I asked you.
okay. Let me tell you what I was talking about then.
You said motherfuckers walking through walls,
know-
nigga, and the
we want to
motherfucker
explain what
asked
he
you to
said.
No,
confirm that's what
no.
you was talking about, and you said yes. So that's what we're talking about. Niggas walking
when
through
he-
walls.
Right.
And when he asked, I didn't say. I never said we walk. I said never.
You
I
did.
never.
He asked you. What are you talking about?
Damn, man, you. What kind of blood
He literally
pressure?
asked you,
what,
bruh.
what kind of blood pressure medicine you take? I know you got to be on it.
I
What
don't
kind of
take blood pressure
Oh
medicine,
yeah, you
brother.
got it. Yeah, you got. I know. Ain't no way you could be amped up like this. And once again, and that's
Yeah,
just your
bro,
nature.
that's how you know this is me my whole life, bro. This ain't no because nigga got me a certain
Well,
type of
I
way,
just
nigga.
told you.
I'm
Well, I
hype.
told you already. I'm at a
Blame-
disadvantage
blame
talking to
it
you
on
because
the
I don't
ass
talk like that. I just told you I'm at
Bruh.
a disadvantage because I don't talk like that. So
It
now,
don't matter how you talk. We
Yes,
understand
you-
each other.
you
We all
do
talk how
like
we
that.
talk,
You just
bro.
passive aggressive with it.
no, I'm saying. No,
You
no,
do
what I'm
talk
saying,
like
so when
you
you
just
go into
passive
beast mode,
aggressive with it. You
no,
act
it's not
like a
passive aggressive. Because I understand atmospheres. Atmospheres can get charged up with language, and once atmospheres get charged, that don't mean I can't go there. I can be triggered too, but just the stuff that I'm talking about right now is not
Nobody's
triggering me.
triggered, bro.
All of us can be
equal up to
triggered.
a discharge.
All of us, but the
You
thing
think-
that
you
I'm
think
talking about right now
because
is not triggering
You
me.
think because it's not a rapid rub, it's a slow rub, so it's not going to build up energy. Yes, it's going to build up energy. It's going to build up slower, right? And then eventually
Right.
it's going to go pop. Eventually.
I'm not once again
Yeah,
because
now
this
you understand
conversation
what
that
I'm
we're
saying.
having right now, it doesn't
You know-
trigger me
you know what
because
a
I
friction-
understand my
you know what a
position I
friction
stand
motor
on.
is, nigga?
I
You know
understand
what
the
a friction
truth that I'm
motor is.
talking
Bro,
about.
no one here is triggered. No one.
You triggered.
If
You
I
triggered.
was
That's when you,
no, bro, listen.
your energy,
You
your
go
voice
act,
is
bro,
going up.
bro. Hold on, listen to
Your
me.
voice
Listen
is
to me,
going up octaves.
bro. This is me. If I was triggered, you can ask anybody back here. I'll be finding out your address and telling you what I'm gonna do to you. That's me triggered, bro. That's me triggered. This is me all the time.
Well, how are you on the street if you that type of person?
What?
What?
Okay, if you,
Nigga,
if,
bro.
Like,
talking
now
about
you
finding
gonna
out
be
We
my
not the
address.
same people, brother.
Okay, if you're talking
Stop with
about
the
finding out my
personal shit,
address,
man. Just
people like you should be locked up.
stop
If you
with
if
the
you move, if you
personal
moving like
shit
that,
and
people
deal
like
with
you
people
should be in
walking through
civilized
walls.
society. If you triggered like that, you shouldn't be in civilized society.
Look.
All right, but listen, brother. That's
you
how
go-
that's how you know
should
I'm
be
not
in a
triggered.
cage.
That's
Look,
how
look,
you know I'm not
you
You
triggered.
shouldn't be out here.
to go to
And,
beat
and look at you.
society.
Why should I be in a cage? I think all dumb people that like to talk but can't prove shit, right, need to be
You shouldn't be in
motherfucking
civilized society.
should be
You
put
shouldn't be
down,
in civilized society.
right? Because you're a waste.
You shouldn't
You're
be
a
out here with
waste to
civilized
society,
people.
right?
You
You're
shouldn't be out here
using
with
up good
civilized
air.
people. You doing-
You're using up good
Find
air
out
that
your
other
address
people
and I'll
could
be coming to see
use.
you.
like
And
You
duh.
shit.
came to my address, I would
You're
accommodate you.
using
too.
up all the resources that a person that could think properly could use, and
That's
you
wild,
can't do
bro.
none of that.
Like he be straight doing passive aggressive ad hom shit and thinking like
Yeah, that's what bitch niggas do.
and think that it don't have the same effect. Like how? Like why do you think that? Like how? You need to be in a cage. What do you usually put in cages? What do you put in
People who
cages?
don't know how to
Right.
function in civilized society.
Okay,
If this man talking about,
hold on,
if this man talking about, if I was triggered, I'd
Hold
come to
on,
your
so you
address,
saying
and I
so
would
you
accommodate
saying
anybody that came to
in
my address.
civilized
Now,
society,
unless you're gonna try to
saying
sneak
that
me,
people don't get
now if you're gonna
kidnapped.
sneak, if you're gonna
So
hide behind
you
a tree and
saying
do some
in
guerrilla
civilized
warfare shit,
society
anybody
that
can do
people
it.
don't,
But if
get
you coming straight up, I would
kidnapped
accommodate
and,
anybody that come to my address. You can
You
believe
said-
that.
You said
I would accommodate you
civilized
very
society-
well.
Hey bro, you know how
you hide
you know
behind
how
a tree.
you know how you know your train of thought ain't working properly, bro, and you the one that should be in a cage. Everything I said to you went over your motherfucking head, and not one time did you take anchoring on what it was I actually said to you.
Right.
Stupid.
You
Right
said-
at the
you
end
said
of the day,
you were
if I
triggered.
was motherfucking triggered,
You
I will
triggered
know
right
where
now.
the fuck you live at. I will know, nigga. I'll be telling you I'm gonna be pulling up or I'm gonna have somebody pull up on you. I'm not triggered at all. This is me. Stop
gonna pull up-
using
This is what I'm saying. Okay,
stop using my personality type against
You
me
gonna-
for you
You
not to
gonna
answer
pull
the
up, or you
questions
gonna
I
have
asked you.
somebody pull up
That's
on me?
what it is.
What are you
we
talking about, bro? You trying to use my personality type against me because you don't have answers to facilitate the questions I asked your goofy
So
ass.
let's examine what you just said. I'll be pulling up on you. I have somebody
No,
pull up on
let's
you.
examine what the fuck I asked you, nigga. How the fuck are people walking through walls, nigga?
Right.
Address that.
That's what we talking about. I don't know why you keep going on a personal shit. Walking
And,
the wall.
and I'm still interested in how we got to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
the
somebody
original,
came here with the energy.
the original question was, you know, if we created creation because we are one with God, then is worshiping God vanity? That's a damn good question.
Now that's the question I was answering. I was saying, according to the law of thermodynamics, energy moves from a higher potential to a lower potential. So when you take on what's called this solid form, even though you're still the source, you now still need what's called the information coming from your higher self because you're in a slower vibrational state. Once again, the law of thermodynamics states that energy moves from higher potential to lower potential. So you call yourself a son of God when you're walking, when you're walking in what's called the solid state.
That
But
does
your
not answer the
infinite
question.
state,
If
if you're
it's
downloading
vanity to
all of the
worship
things
God,
that you need,
brother, that like you just talking in circles.
Religious
That does
fanatic.
not answer the question.
Right.
That does not answer the question. If you are inherently God, regardless if you are the source and you forgot that you was the source and whatever, all of that on the table, who cares, right? Is you worshiping God, not vanity, if you are the source.
I just said worship is not the same way of worship. The way we worship God now is not real worship. It is.
When we say the word worship, we're all using the same definition. You're the only one who has a different definition of the word worship.
Because you have, if your consciousness is going to grow, you have to come back and
definitions. We ain't,
no,
ain't
you have to properly define things.
If you was gonna come with a different word or a different theme or something, you should have came with a different word or theme. But you said worship. So worship.
I understand what worship means. I said all of creation worships the Creator.
Okay,
and we worship the Creator by displaying the full agency.
God, based on them operating within being the agent within the system, operating within their purpose. That's what you said, and I said to you, well, what makes you think humans are not operating within their purpose? Because everything humans are, we do. So please explain to me what it is that we're not doing. What are we not doing? Because if that's the case, everything that man doing is worship to God too. Killing, raping, pillage, plunder, like whatever it is that man doing is what man doing, because that's what humans do.
Okay, now
you got to measure with the same stick, bro. You got to measure with the same stick.
There's a fallen state of man, which is the beast state. Then man comes to the state of man. Then he comes to what's called the God man.
Here you go.
So this just sounds dumb. This is all religious mumbo jumbo. Like at the end of the day, bro, you just giving niggas religious mumbo jumbo. You're not even answering the question.
Then he becomes man. Then he becomes the God man.
You're just spewing nonsense. Thank you. You're just spewing nonsense right now. You ain't answering no questions or nothing.
People that want to hear the truth, let me say it again.
You
man can become a beast. He can become man. Then he becomes the God man.
The question is, if we are inherently God, if all of us are inherently God, but yet we worship
we're not
God,
all inherent. There are also some people who are sons of what's called the anti-God, or anti-matter.
All of that would be God. No, all of that would be God.
No, it's not God.
How is
No,
it
it's
not
not
God
God.
if God is all?
Everything
No,
is
it's not God.
created by
So
That's
God.
God, then that's
you said
anti-God.
God's not
So
all.
you saying that your
So
God ain't
not
God
all.
then?
God is not all. God is not
Okay.
total.
There's God, then there's anti-God. The
Bro,
same way there's matter and
anti-God is
antimatter,
God
there's
too. You
light
can't
and
have anti-God
anti-light.
without God.
There's light and anti-light,
Bro, it ain't none of
matter
that in
and
the
Bro,
Bible.
you
antimatter,
We know
can't have
God and
anti-light.
anti-God.
You can't have anti-light
Anti-God
without
has
light.
children.
You can't have anti-light
Anti-God,
without light.
What is
anti-God has
anti-God?
children.
What is
Anti-light
anti-God?
is still light, nigga. Like stop playing.
No,
Yes, it is.
antimatter and
It's
matter are two
defined by
different.
light.
Antimatter and matter are two different substances.
Antimatter and matter is still the same thing. Matter is matter.
Antimatter,
No matter if it's
antimatter,
antimatter
and
or if it's
matter are
regular
two
matter, it's still
opposite.
matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Antimatter and matter are not the same
Nigga.
thing. If that's antimatter,
Bro,
then that's
antimatter
anti-energy.
and matter is
That's
the
dark.
same thing. They're the
No.
opposite of each other.
Antimatter.
What is
Antimatter is
antimatter?
the
What is
opposite
antimatter?
of regular matter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, no,
It's not-
I want him to. So what's antimatter, bro?
What is antimatter?
Yeah, what's antimatter?
It's the opposite of matter.
No, what is antimatter,
Have
brother?
you ever heard of antimatter?
Nah, hey, bro, I asked you a question, my
Right.
nigga. Like, you're not gonna do that.
No. If you, I'm not
No,
gonna go into basic.
no. We're not gonna do that. I asked you a question. You interjected some more bullshit, right? So now I'm asking you a question about the bullshit you interjected. What is antimatter?
I'm not gonna answer juvenile questions.
Oh, come on. You just asked him the same question.
No. If you don't know what antimatter is, that's something that you can do a
telling you that
Google search on.
antimatter is the opposite.
You don't know what antimatter is according to what it is you saying.
Regular
I
matter.
just said
It's the
no.
same
He said
thing.
everything. I was answering this question. I was showing him that that is delineation in creation.
Daryl,
I said that.
if
I just
everything
You ain't.
was created with antimatter, then regular matter will be antimatter to us.
what?
If everything was created with antimatter, then regular ordinary matter would be antimatter to us.
I didn't say everything was
Antimatter is
antimatter.
the same
I
thing.
said there is a distinction in creation. You said everything come from the source. I said no. There's there's light and there's
So you
anti-light.
just said no.
Hold on.
So that means
So
that
God
you
didn't
can't-
create. So your God or the Bible didn't create all things,
Anti-light. I ain't never heard that one before.
bro. Yeah, this nigga just saying dumb shit, bro. It's spewing dumb shit.
What's anti?
It's a if you have antimatter, you have to have anti-light, which is what we would call darkness.
Huh?
It's really dark. See what I'm saying?
Light your eyes can't see.
But
Yeah,
what it is,
Bro, what are you
no, but
talking
what it is,
about?
we don't have a proper understanding of that. Let me say this to this group. Let me say this.
Bro.
Let me say this.
You
Let me say this.
saying shit that you have no idea
I
what it is
really
you're
do
talking about.
appreciate you guys. I'm gonna tell you something. I really do appreciate you guys because whether you know it or not, some of the stuff that y'all have asked me, it has really made me go back and get even a deeper understanding. That's what
You gotta go back and look up everything.
Let me say that. I gotta.
because you don't-
Let me tell you something. I'm really what's called a son of the house of what's called God is light and light is electromagnetism. I'm a son of the house, but I need to bring y'all to the next level as to what y'all understand.
You ain't, bro. You can't even explain what you talking about on a basic level to us. Shit that we view as basic, we asking you, and you can't even facilitate
First of all, we
that.
need to get you in.
What are you
anger
talking
management.
about?
We need
No,
to get you
we
in anger
don't,
management.
brother. We
You
need to get you in question answering seminars, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? Niggas shouldn't be able to talk. Motherfuckers shouldn't be able to talk if they don't know how to answer
the
questions.
decibels that your voice goes into. That's nerve.
Hey, bro, if you ask me a question, I can answer it.
You doing? You got my glasses.
If you ask me a question, I can answer it.
Now you got my
you answer questions, nigga?
Screeching ass voice. You got stop all that damn screeching.
I've been on this call for what 30 minutes now. When
stop
I asked you approximately, I asked you approximately 4 questions. I asked you approximately 4 questions, with the last one being what is antimatter, and you haven't answered the goddamn question.
Damn, man, that damn screeching is hard on people's ears.
I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask you this, right? Because I will never be able to facilitate this in my own life. How do it feel to be an old dumb nigga that can only talk, but when asked questions you can't answer shit?
Look at him now, old dumb nigga. Now I'm finna
Yeah, you got to be dumb.
I'm finna make you feel bad about yourself. You just an old dumb nigga. You just.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you feel me? We call a duck, bruh. And you not exhibiting no intelligence, right? Anybody could repeat a bunch of shit. Anybody could repeat a bunch of shit that they heard, and that's what it seemed like you're doing, right? Because you can't explain none of the shit you talking about. So you just parroting shit.
Would you stop all that screeching? Man, you break my windows, you gonna pay for them. That damn pitch ass boy.
Hey, bro, I'll pay for you. If you can find some seminars on how to constructively and correctly answer questions, I'll pay for that shit for you.
Screeching ass boy. Did you do that when you were little? Did you do that as a child?
This is the thing, right?
Did you do that as a child?
As adults, when we step back and look at what's going on, right, we see a nigga that don't have no answers to none of the shit he's talking about.
You being masculine when you do that, though. Shit. Somebody just ain't never told you the truth, man. All that damn screeching that you go up in.
I don't, hey, bro. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem in the area of masculinity, my nigga. Trust me.
Well, you doing it right now.
Nor is this what the conversation is about.
Now.
Nor is this what the conversation about. Why you want to talk about shit that niggas ain't asking you about instead of the things niggas asking you about?
I cannot understand that damn man. You hurting my ear with that damn.
Nigga, you understood every question I asked your weird ass. Nigga,
you hurting my ears with that screeching sound.
Bro, answer the motherfucking. Hey, bro, look, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. You got 4 questions. You got 4 questions, brother. You got. Look, you acting like a bitch right now. You trying to say that somebody else is acting like a child, but you the one that's being a child right now, right?
I'm gonna cut your trees down.
This is what bitches do when they ain't got no answers for nothing, right? They automatically go into a factory reset, which for you is obviously dumb, right? Because again, you have no motherfucking answers for none of this shit nobody asked you, brother. None of it.
Let's say this.
Can we get some answers?
The answers that I give are not satisfying.
No, you ain't getting no answers.
You ain't got no answers.
You talk niggas in circles.
You say
the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna trigger you all the time. I'm gonna make you.
Bro, call it what you want, as long as you answer questions while you doing it, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. As long as you answer questions while you do it, brother. I'm gonna answer the question. Tom and Jerry.
Which one you answer? Which one?
Tom and Jerry. I'm gonna answer the question. Tom and Jerry was a mouse. Then he was a cat.
That's why nobody take you seriously, bro.
Tom and Jerry was a mouse. Then he was a cat. I answered the question.
Fucking joke. That's why nobody take you seriously.
Tom and Jerry was a mouse. Then he was a cat.
You an old ass joke, bro. That's crazy. That's why I asked you how that shit feels, because I never.
Do you understand it's a privilege to get old? Let me see you make it here.
No, it is, but you're supposed to get wisdom when you grow, right?
It's a privilege, but look how you talk. You right? Old, like, as if
you ain't got no wisdom.
I got to a certain age and then kill
you
myself.
You ain't got no wisdom. You just an old nigga that like to talk.
Old nigga that like to talk.
Yeah, that's it. You an old nigga that like to talk. You ain't got no answers for nothing.
Okay. Okay, you established that. So now what?
Okay, yeah. All right, boom. I'm done. At this point, I'm done. Because what you just did was conceived and admitted to it, right? And there's nothing else for me to say, right? Yeah, I know I'm not going to get an intelligent conversation out of you, right? Because you just admitted that I'm not.
I'm an old nigga that likes to talk.
So there's nothing else for me to say.
Okay. I guarantee you're going to say something else, though. I guarantee you're going to say something else. Because you're emotional. And you don't know how to control your emotions. I can trigger you whenever I get ready. I'm gonna start calling you the trigger man. Easily triggered.
Hey, bro, I could give you a real reason to call me that.
But you got potential. But you got potential.
A real reason. Nigga, you have. Hey, bro, you can't see potential in niggas. What are you talking about?
The whole time.
What are you talking about? Hey, bro. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Right, I'm on my way home. Right? No,
This is your
listen,
message.
listen, bro.
This is your
I'm on my
message.
way home, right?
This is your
I'm gonna
message.
let, hey, bro.
Now
I'm
that I
gonna let you
that
talk to
nothing
my
intimidates
17-year-old.
you to make
I'm
you
gonna let you
think I'm
talk to
gonna
my
do something to you.
17-year-old, bro. I bet you he
Now
gonna have your ass flabbergasted.
intimidate you to make
I
you
bet
think
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
do
you
something to you.
flabbergasted. Because
And
he
I
gonna
had
ask
you
you the
shaking
same
and
shit I'm
looking around
asking
every
you.
corner. Man, you think I'm a okay? Once again, because
You
you're
paying attention to the
triggering
wrong
me.
shit. You paying
Huh?
attention to the wrong shit. Once again, brother. I'm waiting for you to answer the 4
I
questions.
know.
Any
I
one
know
of the
you've
4
never had a
questions.
job. I know you've never had a job. I know you ain't never had a job.
Nigga, you
I can
probably,
tell by,
hey,
I
bro,
can tell by your
bro.
behavior.
You probably
can't keep
work,
a
hey,
job.
bro,
You
real
can't keep a
shit.
job.
Real
You
shit.
can't keep a
You,
job.
hey,
So I
bro,
don't know how you get your money. But I
hold
guarantee
on.
you can't keep a
Hey, bro,
job.
I'm about to tell you some shit that's gonna fuck your brain up, right? I probably
I know you
own
can't
some
keep
of
a
the
job.
company that you work for. I probably own some of the company you work for, nigga. What you talking about?
I know you can't keep a job.
Oh,
Now,
hey,
with
bro,
that
I
type
got
of
I
attitude,
got multiple businesses.
I guarantee you
I have
probably been
multiple
fired.
businesses.
I guarantee you've been fired probably
Brother.
over 20 times. I
Brother,
guarantee you've been fired over 20 times.
brother,
You have
I
to
have, hey,
you
brother,
cut hair, you have to work for
I
yourself.
have multiple businesses.
What kind of marketable skills do you have?
I'm a
What kind of
hey,
marketable
bro,
skills do you have?
brother,
What kind of marketable skills do you have? What do you do?
Shut up and listen, right?
Okay.
I have multiple businesses, 7 of them, right? I'm also a multi-millionaire, right? At the end of the day, money that I made off of my intellectual properties, right? That's one of my main motherfucking sell points, nigga. What I got in my motherfucking head, nigga, at the end of the motherfucking day. Also, that connect to my intellectual properties, right, is my motherfucking ability to motherfucking know how to motherfucking get in and get out on a financial level.
What kind of marketable skills do you have? You know carpentry? You know carpentry?
Yep. In fact, I can show you. I can show you the inside of my shed. I did it myself when I get back to the house.
What skills do you have?
What are you talking about?
You know plumbing?
What do you? So see the difference between me and you, bro.
Talking about grown-up stuff, you get real quiet. You don't go in there high pitched voice.
The difference between me and you, the difference between me and you is you, hey, bro. You're 50-something. You're 50-something years old, right, bro? Bro, you're 50-something years old, still trying to figure out what it is you got to offer society, nigga. I'm 40-something years old and been a motherfucking multi-millionaire and been a multi-millionaire for over a quarter of my life. For over a quarter of my life.
You could be a multi-millionaire selling dope. You could have been selling dope all your life. You could be a multi-millionaire by selling dope. What kind of marketable skills do you have?
Those will be my
marketable skills mean.
Sales will be my marketable skills then.
Right? At the end of the day, man, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Sales, if I sold dope, sales will be my marketable skills, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can say, you don't sell dope. People come looking for dope. You don't sell dope. That ain't no marketable skill.
No. Hand to hand in. You gotta
convince me to buy dope.
Hand in, people come looking for it, nigga. When you selling weight and shit, you gotta go plug in. What are you talking about?
That ain't no marketable skill selling dope. People come looking for dope.
You the middleman. Hey bro. How many dope dealers become millionaires? How many dope dealers become millionaires?
Not that many.
Then that show you you have a weak value system.
What are you talking about?
You got a weak value system.
What are you talking about?
You got a weak value system because you will put people
I can show you my
you will destroy people's lives
bank account and show you what's marketable, nigga.
Than I have. That's what makes you a beast. You'll kill
people. You don't have a value system, nigga. You don't even know how to answer questions, nigga. What are you talking about? You back here fronting like you believe in a God that you trying to rewrite.
You will kill people for money. That's your value system.
I ain't killing nobody for no money. I ain't killing nobody for money.
You will kill people for it.
Who I kill for money? Who I kill for money?
When you go there.
Who I kill for money?
If you selling dope, you'll kill people for money. Cause your
I don't sell dope. I don't sell dope, bro. I don't sell dope, bro.
Well, you said that's a marketable skill. I asked you what type of marketable skills you have.
That's because selling dope is a marketable skill. Listen, there's a whole market for selling dope. There's literally a black market.
Don't sell dope. People come looking for dope.
There's particular weights and
do you sell dope? You sell dope?
Nah, I sell dope.
They call Pfizer, the pharmaceutical company. You know what I'm saying?
It's a huge market for fucking drugs.
People come to the
So
market.
you
The
want-
pharmaceutical market
sell
is the
dope.
largest
People
market
come-
in the world, brother. What are you talking about?
No. When you talking about selling dope, you got to talk me into buying dope. That's when you selling dope.
what?
Like if I'm trying to sell your
Look,
car,
you
that's a
keep
car
just
sale.
saying
You're not a dope. You just a friend that hold the dope.
it's
somebody
it's
come
drugs,
looking for it.
it's pharmaceuticals.
You just a waste
You're talking
station for the
about-
dope.
bro,
You ain't
you
no
talking-
salesman.
So you telling me a gas station ain't a viable business? Because gas stations don't go looking for customers. Customers come and find a gas station.
That's right.
You talking about the same shit, brother. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah,
now you
I
trying
mean-
to take a moral.
You
Now you
think-
trying to take
you
a
think-
moral high ground, right?
you think-
Because
you think-
not only are you old, but you broke. You still trying to figure out how to contribute to society, and you don't know how to answer questions.
And
it's
you
gonna
don't
be hard to
like it's an
and you don't
insult.
know business.
That's how ignorant you are. You keep bringing up old like it's an insult. Let me see you get to this age.
It is an insult if you
The path
don't
you
know.
going now, you.
Yeah,
I'm not
bro,
gonna speak
it's
that
an
on you, 'cause
insult for you to be as old as you is and not know shit. It is an insult, bro. You've been here too long to be talking shit and not know
Okay,
nothing about
once
the shit
again,
you're talking
okay.
about, brother.
First of all, you're
It's
not.
an insult. It's an insult. It's a smack in the face to anybody else that could be using the oxygen that you're
You're not my
using.
enemy, man. In the bottom, at the
No,
end of
dial
the
it
day,
back
you
to them
really are my
questions I
brother,
asked you for.
but you are confused.
I was never trying to be your enemy,
Yes, you
bro.
were. Yes, you were.
At the end of the day,
You are confused.
why?
But that was healing for you.
Because you can't take men talking as men, right? Because you got passive aggressive ways and you are threatened by motherfuckers that stand on the shit that they talking about and not hiding it and shit like that. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Man the fuck up. You been here too long not to, nigga. And you get a pass because you old, so you can say what the fuck you want, right? At the end of the day. Answer one of them 4 motherfucking questions, bro. That's what you can do for me.
What you call passive aggressive? Because if I'm like, you punk ass, bitch ass, motherfucking nigga, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat down there, nigga. I'll beat
That's
down my
not
shit.
passive
nigga.
aggressive.
I'm coming at your whole
That's not
motherfucking
passive
back,
aggressive. That's literally telling a
That's
nigga
aggressive
where you
aggressive.
stand.
I'll
beat you the fuck
out. Nigga. I tell you what, nigga, you don't want me. Nigga, you asked the niggas in jail about me.
You don't even understand the vocabulary of words you using, brother. You saying shit that doesn't even add up.
No, bro. What you think passive aggressive is somebody just not going there with you. When I don't go there,
no. What passive aggressive is you them sneak this ad homs that you keep adding, and then when niggas call you one and you like, oh no, that wasn't what I was doing. When actuality that was what you was doing. That's passive aggressive. You weird ass old nigga. You weird ass old nigga.
I know at the end of the day,
you weird ass old nigga.
At the end
what are you talking about?
You are man.
Like in one voice, in one breath, the nigga sit here and make a shot, take a shot at your kids, right? And it's not just a shot at your kids; it's a shot at your kids and your parenting skills and whatnot, right? Then the nigga turns around and calls you a beast, right? Then turns around and says that you need to be in a cage, but he's not calling you a beast. So the only other thing that you put in the cage is the criminal. Hold on, brother. The only other thing that you put in the cage is a criminal. That's the only other thing that you put in the cage.
Bro, he's putting out the facts.
Brother, calm down, brother. See, now here you go. Now here you go with all the rah-rah. Now you aggressive. Now you yelling and talking over people. So now you want to say
you sound scary.
Right, bro.
You sound scary, bro.
Because Lorel is an envious person.
So not only did
Lorel is not the center of attention. He's envious of anybody that he thinks don't get any oxygen in the room.
Then you said that he needed to be in a cage. And we only
you need to be in a cage. You need to be in a cage or reforming. You need to be in a cage.
So you're either calling him a criminal or a beast. Now you're calling him a drug dealer. Now you're calling him a drug dealer because you don't understand language and how conversations go. And now you're calling him a drug dealer, right? So every aspect of everything that you have said has been negative, and it's been passive aggression, which means that it comes off as, oh, I'm not being fucking nasty and fucking spiteful. I'm not being ad hominem, but that's exactly what you're doing. When you say that somebody needs to be in a cage, that's an ad hom, right? You're saying that they're a criminal or they're a beast, right? Why else would you need to put somebody in a cage? Huh? So that's a shot. That's called
Okay,
cap.
okay. Let me explain. Let me explain
You
what I
need
said.
to acknowledge the fact that
I
all
don't
of
even have
that
to really
bullshit
explain,
you
but let me
said,
say,
all of
if
that
he
shit was
said,
cap. Can you acknowledge that part? That all of that shit
no,
was
I'm not
cap?
going to acknowledge because I understand
Just
what you're
calling
trying
you
to do.
passive
No, I'm not going to
aggressive
acknowledge that because I
ain't
understand
just
what you're
us
trying
trying
to
to
do.
attack you. It's actually the qualities of your character. You're a passive aggressive nigga. That's
Well, if I'm
not
passive,
wrong,
how?
and that's not us shooting a cap at you, bro. That's not us capping at you. You're passive aggressive. You keep showing
That's
us.
not, no. What I am, I try to stay mature in the conversation.
Yeah, you can be.
I told you, I just showed you. If I can call you old bitch ass nigga, I can do that. And I think you
being
think,
mature,
you think
being
then
mature in
that
the
you're not.
conversation is when niggas asking you questions, and instead of you beating us down with non-answer verbalage to the question niggas asking, you say like, you know what? I don't got the answer to that, brother, but we could discover it together, right? You ain't gonna do that because you want us to sit up here and listen to the rhetoric that you don't even know yourself. At the end of the day, that's being mature in the conversation. None of us is kind of doing that. You feel me?
When I
At
give
the
you
end
the
of the day, bro,
answer,
like stop
when I
it, bro,
give,
stop it. At the end of the day, because you answer, you ain't even gotta answer my questions. You can get back to the original thought, like Brother Ruben was saying, what your original topic was before I even came on. Answer that question.
Right. Which is the original.
My question, that Laurel question is, you know what I'm saying, based off of what you said there.
That's what triggered everything.
I thought it was a profound question.
I answered the question that worship, as we understand, worship is not the same way of what worship is.
God is it not vanity, nigga? And
I explained that worship, the way we worship, the way we're worshiping today is not the way worship actually is.
Yourself is fucking vanity. That's what we asking you.
I just said worship, the way we worship today is not the actual totalness of worship.
Brother.
I said,
when we make obeisance to a higher power,
now you need to show us. Then you need to show us what the original worship is. Where is the original form of worship? Where did you find that?
The original form of worship is displaying the agency.
Who told you that? Who showed you that?
Okay.
Like, where can we find that? Well, we could verify what you're saying outside of you being the primary source.
If you look at the etymology of the word worship, it tells you it is the composite of two words, the word worth and ship. Worth, W-O-R-T-H, and ship. That's what the etymology of the word worship actually is composed of. Worth and ship. The Creator has shipped something into all of us.
The etymology of it is.
Well, you asked me how did I come to that, so I'm telling you. The etymology, once again, the etymology of the word worship is a composite of the word worth, W-O-R-T-H, and ship. So the Creator has shipped something into everything. He shipped something into the cockroach. He shipped something into the ant. He shipped something into the tree, and they worship God. He also ships something to all of us. Now, if you don't know that, then you're going to be confused when I start talking about worship in a more higher understanding.
Nah, man. See, I don't know why y'all be doing that shit, man. And like, y'all know damn well.
So what does the word worship mean, Larell?
I'm saying,
what does the word worship mean, Larell?
I'm saying, well, I'm breaking down the etymology.
What does the word worship mean, Larell? So
I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to stop me. You asked me, and now I'm trying to tell you. Now you're trying to stop me. Okay, when it comes to the word worship, right? Everybody always break the word down and make ship mean something other than what it means. The word ship comes from the word sip, and the word sip means the condition or the state of. That's what it means, the condition and the state of. When you add,
so worship just means be strong.
So when you talk about worship, you're talking about worthiness. You are the state of condition of being worthy. That's what worship is.
And if we talking about etymology, motherfucking, then it's warp, and it just means to be strong.
Once again, the word worship,
it means to be excellent,
it's a composite of the word worship and the word ship. And I just said that the Creator put something in all of us. So therefore, I tie the points together. How does the cockroach worship God? How does the ant worship God? How does the tree worship God? Then I say man is the only thing that's not truly worshiping God in the full capacity of what the word worship means. Why? Because we're not
First
living.
of all, how the insects is worshiping God is a human application applied to something that doesn't even reason reality the same way we do.
When we kill, when we murder, that's a part of the word. I said, no, it's not. I said, that is a second source.
How is it not part
that's what's called the
How
anti-God.
is it not
So
part
my
of
stuff
it?
is solid, brother.
So, hey, bro, hold on. So you gained all that. You gained all that off the etymology?
It's just over y'all's head.
No,
you gained that off of the etymology?
I'm gonna go with the same logic, right? So if we supposed to be God,
it's just over y'all's
so
head.
we supposed to be God, and you follow the Bible, the book shit, right? The Bible says God, the Bible says God is a man of war.
Y'all
The Bible says, brother, the Bible says God is a man of war.
What y'all need to do.
Look, this what I'm talking about right here. You trying to filibuster. The Bible says God is, brother, listen. Can you listen as well as talk? The Bible says God is a man of war.
Well, you ain't got triggered now,
brother. Like, why do you got to keep interrupting me? The Bible.
I'm gonna trigger you every chance I get.
Brother, stop interrupting.
I'm gonna trigger you every chance I get.
Can you please stop interrupting? I'm not interrupting you.
I want your blood pressure up there.
The only blood pressure is because you're acting like a woman and not allowing people to speak.
I rebuke that.
You're not allowing people to respond, and you're talking while people talking. So you're not conducive to a conversation. You're just being argumentative.
I'm acting like a beast. I'm acting like a beast.
Brother, you can act like whatever the hell you want. I'm not calling you that, right? And that's again more deflection.
No, that's me.
Brother, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking. That has absolutely nothing to do with the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about God, right? In the Bible, it says God is a man of war. God is a man of war. That's what it says. And throughout history, there has been many, many war gods, right? So for you to say man, where man's killing and man's committing murder and doing the things that he's doing and saying that he's not displaying the qualities of God is not true, because all throughout man history, God has been known for war. So therefore, humans are most definitely operating in their full capacity by being little warmongers like God. What are you talking about?
So that's what you're using as your validation for what you're saying?
No, I want to know, is you using the word worship to validate what you were saying? The etymology, you're solely just using the etymology of the word worship to validate what it is you're saying.
But he didn't even use the etymology.
Okay, one at a time.
He didn't even use the etymology. He created his own etymology, right? Because the etymology of it means worthiness, and it means the state of
talking about worship.
It means the state of condition of quality.
The real said, "Are we in vain?" The real asked question, "Are we in vain?"
The actual etymology of the word worship. He's just using the word etymology because it sounds smart when you talking. When he think he breaking this shit down.
Well, you can look it up. You look up. You can look up. You can look up.
God is.
You can look up the etymology of the word worship.
Transporting something to you. That's what he said. When he said ship, he made that shit as something that's transporting something. That's what he's talking about. When ship, it's really simple, and it really means
for the people in the background. I said the word worship.
So he's using the word salad. He's using his word salad bullshit to fucking confuse the masses to go along with his narrative. Man, we see through your bullshit, bro. Like we're literally looking at the etymology of the word worship, and it's the total opposite.
What the etymology say? What the etymology say?
We already told you what it said. We already told you what it said, and you're saying that the ship part means that God giving you something. That's what you said. No, we don't.
God doesn't give you something,
bro. That's not in the word
worship. What it means.
That has nothing to do with the word worship. In the word worship, it means the state and condition of being worthy. That's what worship means. That's what it means. It don't mean none of that bullshit you saying. So you making up your own definitions and then trying to convict another motherfucker because they don't have the same damn definitions you do, which is the reason.
Hey. It's the same reason. Stop all this potty mouth stuff on this. Hey, we're gonna stop all this potty mouth stuff. Hey.
Colonizing language. What are you talking about?
All this potty mouth language
person speaking,
on these
or else
airways.
you're gonna be talking over their head, and obviously you
Listen,
don't
we
understand
finna stop
that.
all this
Just like
potty
when we talk
mouth
about
language
light
on these
and
airways.
photons, we're not talking about pigments and fucking atoms and molecules. We're talking about
listen.
fucking photons.
We are going to stop all this potty mouth language on these airways.
People, brother, and I'm just saying you need to stop that. That's not cool, man.
We're gonna stop all this potty mouth language on these airways.
Bro,
y'all are polluting the atmosphere by being potty mouth.
Talking about nothing again.
Potty mouth language is also you being negative and talking passive aggressive ad homs. That's also potty mouth.
No, that's not potty mouth.
Okay, yeah, well then, if that's not potty mouth, then what we saying ain't potty mouth either. It's just vulgar language.
I'm gonna tell you what makes it.
None of us shit out of our mouths, so it's not a potty mouth. We're just using vulgar language, brother. We're just using vulgar language.
Do you know anything about
vulgar Latin? Have you ever heard of vulgar Latin?
Y'all wasn't raised this way.
Ain't nobody about to talk to you about that. We trying to get you to answer fucking questions. Then you want to talk about anything under the sun, but what the fuck we talking about? Shit weird, bro.
Would you stop all that screeching,
bro? Yo, you're
weird. You stop all that screeching,
yo,
man. You
weird old nigga, and bro, and it's crazy because you the oldest nigga on the phone, and you exhibit the lowest IQ, the lowest motherfucking attention to detail. Like you just crazy, bro. You just out here talking about nothing. Then you beat us down with a whole scheme based upon a word that you made up the motherfucking word origins of the shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, you say are you old? Are you old? Are you old?
I ain't as old as you.
Are you old though?
I ain't as old as you.
Are you old? Are you old? Are you keep saying old as if it's something that you don't want to get? Are you old?
No, I'm saying old to you because it's sad that you're as old as you are and you still don't know shit.
Are you old though? Are you old? Are you old? Because you keep trying to throw it out as if it's a like I'm supposed to be ashamed of being the age of being able to survive to this level. I want to get to be 1 million.
Oh well.
But I'm trying to show you how narrow your thinking is, though. You're made of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen.
Bro, my thinking ain't narrow. You the one that can't answer questions, bro. You the one that thinks talking about the same shit and can't facilitate no facts.
Nigga, I'm finna make you feel bad. You old nigga. Cause when I get to be 50, I want to be dead.
Hey, LeBron, I'll be right back. My girl calling me. I'll be right back.
Now, going back to the word worship again. The word worship, if you do the etymology of the word worship, it is composed of the word worth and the word ship. And I'm saying that the Creator has put something in the leaf, the Creator put something in the ant, the Creator put something in the cockroach, and it displays that aspect of His creation. Now, also there is another creator that we call Satan. This creator also is worshipped by putting certain things in people. He becomes a child molester. When you become a child molester, a pedophile, or anything that is contrary to what we would call righteous standards, then that God is also, which is Satan, has shipped something into his sons and daughters. So therefore, we don't all have the same father. And you can look in the book of Genesis, when God separated the light from the darkness, but he never destroyed the dark because the darkness would serve a purpose in creation. He just separated the darkness out of the light, but he never destroyed the darkness because, once again, darkness would serve a purpose in creation. And one of the first purposes darkness serves is that when Satan, this angel called Lucifer, had this idea of this entity, or this idea that he could, according to the story, but you gotta understand that these stories all have what's called the moral of the story. So Satan